It's Dmitry here, and today I would like to talk about another quite interesting topic. So I'm going to talk about values null versus undefined differences and what do they mean in general in JavaScript. So let's jump into that. First of all, let's start from null. Essentially, null means nothing, right? Inside, for example, if you're talking about variable, and if variable was declared. So a person usually would purposely, assign null to this variable, right? So, and it means like it's emptiness, right? It's nothing inside. And why do like developers usually do that? So, for example, um, in case if a person would like to track some kind of event, it's one of the examples, right? Or like would like to store HTML, right, form or something. So that's kind of stuff. So yeah, and again, it's the most important thing. It usually it happens intentionally, right? A person intentionally assign null to, for example, to a variable, right? So what about undefined? In case of undefined, so a variable, for example, it was declared, but you know, nothing, nothing at all, nothing was assigned to this variable. Or for example, um, the variable you reference something, but like the property that you referenced, nothing was assigned to this property. So, and as a result, like nothing going to be referenced to variable, right? For example. So in this case, yeah, it's also going to be undefined. Essentially, in this case, JavaScript interpreter, like just understand that like or give you the result as undefined, type of undefined. So essentially it's a type of undefined, right? And I will show that it's a type, right? So okay, and yeah, let's jump into the I just would like to clarify that the undefined, that the actual type. And yeah, so let's first start from console.log and say type of undefined, right? Okay, let's see. So you can see this is the actual type, right? Because this function or this functionality, it give you the result of what kind of type is used, right? So that's how it is. Then let's console.log type of null. So essentially null, it has a type of object, right? So it's important to understand, like, again, null is essentially it's an object, has an object type, right? And undefined, it's type undefined. Though that actual type exists in JavaScript, it's called undefined. So, and let's also understand like a couple of more things. For example, if you would like to compare null versus with undefined, and let's see. Let's first use a strict comparison. As you remember, three equal signs, it means a strict comparison, right? And strict comparison, essentially, first of all, you comparing the types, and secondly, you comparing the actual values, right? So let's see what will happen in this case. By the way, I always forget about semicolons. Sorry, guys. So you can see, guys, it's going to be false, right? So why it's false? Obviously because, as we already realized, types are different, right? and basically the first one of the requirements already not satisfied. As a result, it's going to be false. Yep, and let's try no strict comparison. Just copy and paste, I guess. So let's run it again. So guys, you can see it's true, right? Completely like different result, right? So why it's true? First of all, as you remember, we're not going to compare types, or like because we're not comparing types, and the actual type going to be converted, like the type's going to be converted, and yeah, the same type going to be used in both cases, right? In case of null and undefined. So, and secondly, both values, they falsy ones, right? So as a result, of course, it's true because requirements are satisfied. So guys, I hope it makes sense. I hope like why I decided to make this video, because I know like even from my experience, it's always better to discuss about this kind of small things, right? Like because I know like many people, they struggling to find like to understand the difference between null and undefined. So, and the right differences, as you can see, right, they are different, right? And undefined, essentially, it's nothing was assigned to variable, for example, and in case of null, usually it's the actual value null was assigned to a variable, for example, right? So, and it's intentional, right? And I guess usually what I found from my experience, undefined happen, like for example, a developer made a mistake, forgot to assign something to a variable, right? So I don't think like usually undefined, it's not a good thing, right, to have in your program. But yeah, it happens sometimes. Okay guys, I think I'm going to wrap up this tutorial. I hope you understood this topic, and yeah, please like this tutorial if you enjoyed, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and follow my tutorials. Also guys, let me know in the comments below if you struggle to understand the concept, and yeah, just feel free to text, and yeah, we will figure it out. Maybe I will make another tutorial related to this topic, or we will see. So the most important thing, just feel free to give me feedback. I'm always looking forward to to get some feedback. Thank you very much guys, and see you next time. Goodbye.